It's now time for the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world. That's FYI Radio Show with your host, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton. I'm Ed Everett, the co-host. The music that you hear in the background is none other than Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton, where I am now. And if you'd like to see us live in WGPL 1350 studio, all you have to do is go to Everette's Facebook page or Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton Facebook page. And guess what? You can see us live right here in WGPL 1350 studio. And if you want to hear us all over the world, all you have to do is go to www.christianbroadcastingcompany.com, or you can go to WGPL, or you can go to 1350 AM or 1400 AM, and guess what? You can hear us all over the world. And now I want to introduce to some and present to others the host of the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton, and we say a pleasant good morning to you.
Good morning, Mr. E. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Will you be my neighbor?
Let's welcome our neighbors, our WGPL 1350 AM listeners.
And WPCE 1400 and Peace 95.3 FM.
We want to welcome Facebook Live, On and Poppin'. Don't forget Twitter. Don't forget LinkedIn, YouTube. If you like, share, follow, subscribe, and comment, we'll shout you out later on in the show.
Like, share, follow, subscribe, and comment.
Do it all.
Yeah,
and we'll shout you out.
We'll shout you out.
Oh, Mr. E, what day is it today?
Today, Miss Hinton, is none other than Hump Day. That's what today is.
Out of my seat, but that was a fabulous Hump Day,
Yeah.
Mr. E.
Yeah.
It is a beautiful day again in the neighborhood here in Hampton Roads. It's a little sticky, but it's nice. But we thank God for this wonderful day. This is also FYI Radio Show's Wednesday segment, What's Under the Hat? Issues concerning men.
Yeah.
And also, I tell you what, we're going to have a wonderful time because we have a great guest. That's right. FYI Radio Show special guest is international recording artist.
That's right.
Oh, wow, producer, you name it. He has the title. God has given him a lot of responsibility. We have Mr. Earl Diamond on the line. Good morning, Earl.
Good morning.
Oh, well, how you do? How are you? I'm just look. Excuse me if I'm starstruck in everything. But how you doing, Earl?
Listen, don't even try it.
I can't help.
I remember when I was trying to do anything, I knew the name Yolanda. Don't even try it. You were doing it before we were doing it, and you showed us how to do it.
But you know what, Earl? I remember the first time I met you. We were at Tidewater Bible Way Temple with Elder Rogers. And he used to bring in all the celebrities and everybody. You were there, Peggy Britt was there. There was so many people there. We had a ball. And it was just wonderful during that time. But I remember you. But I remember your music so well, your group. But I'm going to tell you one thing. I don't know if you ever remember this, but I always used to say, Earl, you remind me of my son. My son had the cutest little face, just like Earl Diamond, y'all. He was a little boy. When I first met Earl, my son was a little boy, but he had a face just like Earl. And he didn't lose the favor until he got older, but he used to always remind me of my son, Earl. I'm so glad that you're on FYI. Thank you so much for taking your precious time.
But thank you, and thank you to Pastor Ed Everett. I cannot thank him enough for his support, as well as you and all that you both do for the gospel music industry.
And we want to thank you so much. You are the best. You are the best. And when we called, you was right there, without hesitation.
Earl, I'm going to read a little bit of your bio. Earl Bynum is an international recording artist, producer, radio host, music consultant, and executive director of music. He directed the Mount Unity Choir to a streak of accolades, harvesting some of music's highest honors. Some of those honors included a 13-track CD, DVD debut, and on Billboard Trend Top 40 Gospel Album Chart at number 8. And it made the top 30 gospel radio single, Bless the Name of the Lord. I like that one. Other radio singles include I Have No Doubt. It goes on and on and on, Earl. Even when it comes to your award, 2014 Stellar Gospel Music Award, we want to say congratulations for all that you do and that you've been in it for a minute.
Wow. Thank you.
Earl, tell us what makes you love music?
You know what? I figured out a long time ago that this would be what I would be doing. Sometimes I think we go through life trying to figure out what we should be doing, but I just felt this was what I was supposed to be doing. There was such a pull, and my parents, they supported me so much and pushed me much. My dad used to be in a group called the Gospel Travelers back in the day, and people may remember that out of Franklin, Teddy Cross, who went on to do Willie Bill Johnson and the Gospel Keynotes and so many others.
Yes.
And my dad then would travel all over with the likes of Shirley Caesar, the Pilgrim Jubilee. People probably don't know them names. Pilgrim Jubilee. And the Molinairs, Larry Blair, the Molinairs, and all of them across the country. And my mom was in a group called the Sunbeam Twins.
Wow.
Kids, I had my choice. Do I go on the road with mom or dad? And, it was so exciting. And then eventually I started playing the Fender Rhodes piano. Some people don't even know about that. I played for mom and dad sometime on the road with their group. They just put me up there. So that's where it started, a push from my parents. So I give all honor, not to God, of course, but to my parents, Earl Bynum Sr. and Geneva Bynum.
Earl, are you the only child?
I have a sister. Her name is Angela Bynum Bryant. She lives in New Orleans, and a lot of people don't know this. She's 1 year younger than me, but when we were in high school, she was in the 11th grade, and I'll never forget it. She won Virginia Miss Teen Talent, singing a Barbara Streisand song.
Wow.
She's on the corners of my mind.
She got the talent too. It's in the blood. But look, Earl, there's a couple of things I did not know about you. First of all, I didn't know you were from Franklin, Virginia. And yes. And second, I didn't know you was a daddy.
Yes. And a granddaddy.
Oh, how wonderful. Oh my goodness. But we know so much about you musically, your projects. Tell us a little bit about your musical projects. Miss T, do we have any music here? Okay, but we will definitely direct people to where people can find your music, Earl. But tell us about some of the projects, some of your travel international, and some of your awards.
Okay, Rick started years ago with a project I had, and I remember WPCE used to play it, and a station in North Carolina as well that was a part of WPCE back in the day, and that was a project before the Open My Heart and My Change.com project, and that signed with Light Ray Records out of Detroit to Marquis Egerton, and we put that project out, and that was a great project back in the day. It then went on to Open My Heart project, and that project actually came out in 2004, and as a little boy, I always dreamed of being signed to Light Records because Andre Top was up there.
Yes.
Hawkins was up there, and God gave me my dream. In 2012, was signed with Light Records by way of Sanchez Holly, who's a producer of the Open My Heart project, who also produced Kurt Franklin's project. And things. And then later in life, around 2008, I gained the rights to all of my music.
Wow.
In 2010, I put that project back out, and that was nominated for 2 Stellars. And then I went on to do another project, went on with the Mount, produced their project. That was nominated for 3 Stellars and won a Stellar Award for Contemporary Choir of the Year. And we were up against Hezekiah Walker, Love Fellowship, Bishop Paul Morton. God gave us that victory, and then went on to do another project, which is my current project, which I got records actually signed me on to do distribution, and now I have the rights to that project. And did my own label, and in doing my own label, which is Elrae, L-R-A-E Entertainment, which is simply Earl, spelled backwards, and I got that idea from Oprah, doing Hoppo. I said, okay, let's shake Earl around, and we got Elrae, and a friend of mine called me Elrae one day, and I said, that's going to be the name of it. Now I have myself on, and my son is on that label, signed by them as ASAUN by them, and we got 3 singles out by him, and then I have a CPM artist, Andrew Kurtz, out of Raleigh, North Carolina. So I'm just pushing others as God continues to push me. 22 world tours, excited about that and what I was able to do. And the best thing about those world tours were Italy, Spain, Switzerland, and all of those places where I was able to take people along.
Yeah.
But I've never had the opportunity to see other countries. So that was my greatest desire, to see them happy, not worrying about anything. I said, come on and go with me, sing with me, pray. And we had such a great time. And now I have the opportunity to send others as I'm an international promoter for the company.
Wow. That's marvelous.
And I've been doing that for like 14 years. I did there with a Chicago Mass Choir, GI and it's Lily Battles, Kathy Bell Brown, and so many others.
That is marvelous. Earl, tell artists out there why it is important to own the rights to their music, please.
Well, you know, like anybody, I watch you. I know you own your stuff.
Yeah. Oh, you know me. Yes.
I'm telling you, I have watched you for years, and you've done the thing. To me, you are our Helen Keller.
Oh, that is so sweet. Oh my goodness.
And I'm so serious. I mean, when you stepped on the stage, the way even your CD covers, and most important, let me just say that. I know you don't make CD covers like that. No one don't buy CDs, but some people still buy CDs. It's important that your cover look just as good as your music.
Absolutely.
Okay, and you always, I still remember you in the gowns and all that. Okay. But it is important to own your stuff, and the rights and the property of your music is so important, because you don't know one day what that music may do. And having the rights in advance and understanding owning property is just like owning your own house and your land. It's the same concept. You have the right to do whatever you want when you own the rights to what you have.
Absolutely. Earl, I know along with music, you have a nonprofit organization or two. Let's talk about that, giving back to the community.
Yeah, I'm excited about that. One of them is called the Hampton Roads Alliance of Gospel Music. Actually, the Hampton Roads Alliance of Music Professionals. And that is a 501c3 formed right before COVID, probably around 2017, 2018. And we established a board of directors. And that is simply something for Hampton Roads. Anybody that loves music, it don't have to be gospel music. You might love jazz, or you might be a manager or producer. It's to help the creators come together and find grants and things that can help us all to better advance in music, period. And now that organization is a part of another organization called the GIN, Gospel Industry Network, where I'm now the senior executive vice president of, and we have 40 organizations across the country, including London, England, and we're having our first conference after COVID in Miami, Florida, this Sunday, which is July 17th, 18th, 19th, and 20th in Miami, Florida, where all of the 40 chapters across the country are coming together, and people are coming for gospel music, and we do have safety protocols in place.
Yes. Earl, how do you balance your time? You make time for so many things.
Well, you know, I tell people now, I do one thing at a time and one day at a time.
Oh, I like that.
one thing at a time. This is my one thing today. So the rest, I'll just breeze through and let God do the rest. And find balance to say, okay, Earl, it's time to rest, take a break. And when it's time to take a break, take a break. And Elder Valerie Brown, Bishop Tim Brown's wife, where I'm listening to music at the mouth, she always says, take time for yourself.
Oh, I love that. Now, Earl, where's the book, honey? You have done so much. Look, it's got to be somewhere.
I guess that has to be my next because I have not yet done that. But you are like maybe the fourth or fifth person who has said that to me. So I guess we got to get in a position to make that happen.
You know, the reason I asked about a book, Earl, because there's so many things we know about you, but then there's so many things we don't know about you. We know about, we always see you in this light of victory, but I know this segment right here is called What's Under the Head. I know there's some struggles, I know in our lives, in our journey. And so, sometimes we want to know, how was it in the industry? Did you come across obstacles? What about things beside music that you've gone through? So we would like to see and hear, some of those things from you to just see that kind of whole picture of Earl Bynum.
Understood. Yes, ma'am. I'm listening.
Yes. So Mr. E has some music by Earl Bynum. We're going to enjoy a little bit of it. This song is for you.
Lord, I want you to know that this song right here is for you. I just wanted to do something for you that was different, that was totally to you. So God, I thank you for everything you've done. So right now, this song right here is tell you how much I love you.
All right.
Yes. Tell you that you need the world. This song is for you. Cause you turn my life around. I'm thinking about how so I wrote a song. This song is for you. For every time you made me smile when I was frowning. For every time you held me close when I was down and for every time you wiped my tears when I was crying. For every time I spent with you and I walked away smiling. For every time I needed you and you were always there. Every time I needed you,
Yes. Nice. I like that one, Earl. Talk about that one. When did you write it? And of course, I can hear your journey throughout the song. Tell us about that song. This song is
it's an amazing song. But that particular song, I actually didn't write. That when I was getting ready to record, some people did submit some music, and that came from George Tyler and Kendall Wyatt. Kendall Wyatt is the brother of Kiki Wyatt.
Wow, yes.
Right for her, and they submitted that song to me, and it just sounded like things I could relate to, and that's how that song came about. Of course, I own a piece of it, but I didn't write it, because you still got to figure out a way to own something.
Absolutely.
That's part of your product.
But I tell you what, you seem like you wrote it. It is really a lovely, lovely song. Mr. E, you got something else for us? Well, Mr. E's gonna work on some other things, but Earl, tell us what you're currently working on, and are you doing anything else with the church, the Mount, as far as music is concerned?
Okay, well, right now I'm still pushing Give Him Praise, which is my current single, and I have to give a shout out to Revival Music Company and Terrence Howell and Jesse, who actually works this record, Bruce Knight and all of them, and Revival Music. The good part about Revival Music Company is owned by Terrence Howell, who is also from Franklin, and I used to babysit him.
Wow.
Isn't it something that the little dude I used to babysit is now babysitting my music. God is amazing. And as far as the Mount, and we are talking through the process of that. As we know, the music industry has shifted and changed tremendously. So just trying to figure out the best way to move forward with the music that we have recorded. And it is the Mount Unity Choir, so we got another record of them. And we're just seeing and trying to hear God on which direction to go with that record. It's a great record. We have featured on it the one and only Kim Burrell as well. So I'm looking forward to that as well.
I want you to take a breath, take a break and breathe, just for a little bit, because I have a question that I want to know. After the glitz and the glamour, after the lights, and after everything has shut down, tell our listening audience who really Earl Bynum is.
Earl Bynum, I can answer that. Listen, I am a homebody. The sister Yolanda can relate to this because we're so much in the public eye that our downtime, sometime often is just us getting into a place, possibly in our home, just relaxing. I love to just chill, relax, watch a movie, do some cooking, and have family over, or even by myself. It doesn't matter. But that is my moment that I just can be me. I don't have to worry about anything, and I love doing that. That's the moment. Relaxing at home is one of the greatest things to me.
You said you like to bring family over. I haven't got the invitation yet. Just want to let our listening audience know that that's family right there. Mr. Bynum is family, and we're so glad that we are here. You're here with us, and I want our listening audience to know that when Earl was doing his music, his mother came to the studio and laid me out. Went up one side, came down the other side, and said, "You got your cousin out here with the best hot music in the world, and you ain't played it yet." And I'll never, ever forget
Thank God for mothers.
I got to say to the listeners, you need to have a mother that put a record out and they won't play. She drove to the station, and I found out she drove to the station, and he's right. She said, "Y'all ain't playing my boy. Come on, all I know, next thing, I was on the radio."
That's right.
Marvelous.
Mom, don't play.
Yes. Earl, what are some of your best moments in music or on your journey? What are some of the things that stand out that you said, whoa, what a time?
When I tell you my most memorable, and it still is to this day, and my parents are still here and alive.
Oh, yes.
They still to this day travel with me when I go wherever I go. I can look up, and they have driven to South Carolina or to Georgia. They are there. They just like doing that. And my mom still helped me with the table. If I have a table, even to this day, my dad be 80 this year. He still drives and still go. And I'm just excited about that. They've always been there, and I've always wanted them around. And I think my greatest gift is seeing them smile and knowing I want them around.
Yes, absolutely.
So that's been my greatest moment of all the moments. I mean, just to have a support system of them, so that's really been my greatest moment. And then a pastor like Tim Walter Brown at the Mountain pushes you, and it's okay with you being someone else outside of just being the minister of music there.
Absolutely.
So, a lot of times artists may not have the support of their pastor, but I can say that I do in the likes of Bishop Kim Walter Brown.
Well, I had an opportunity to hear you on our platform the other day down at the waterfront.
Wow.
Now, the song that you sung, was that Open My Heart or Call Him that caused you to act like you want to jump off the stage?
Lord Jesus, I think that was a I Am Redeemed.
Okay.
But that I Am Redeemed, it's just a song that resonates in my spirit. But that is Jonathan Nelson. And when I heard that song, certain songs as an artist, and this personally a lot, we can just relate to.
Yes.
And it may not be our song, but it does something to our spirit. And if we could ever feel, the lyrical content and feel whatever that song is trying to portray as an artist, we could then deliver that in our own way as we feel it. And that's what happened with that song.
Yes.
Tell our listening audience your testimony. I love your testimony when you just told them you lost your voice and things of that nature.
Wow.
Tell them, Earl, that tell them your testimony.
Ended up getting COVID and, went through the whole process of the 2 years not getting COVID. And after that process and things were opening back up, I really don't know how and where, but I continued to wear a mask. I had COVID probably about 6 weeks ago. And through that process, you go through shifts and your body, it affects different people different ways. So I lost my voice and all of that. And my first time literally coming out was at the gospel fest for your stations. And God just gave me back what I needed, even though it was hard. It was still hard to breathe during that moment. But he gave me enough in the moment to make that happen.
That is
And he sung the roof right off the top.
That is marvelous. Earl, shout out some of your supporters. Who do you, want to say thank you to?
Gotta say thank you to my son, Sean Biden, who's a great supporter. Aisha McCullum, Casey Williams, which is in Texas. He's in Dallas. Kid Worldwide, who helps to manage my everything that I do. Vera, Jewel, oh God, my mom, dad, Terrence Howard, Revival Music, of course, the Mouth. And if I forgot anybody, know that I love you to life. And I thank you for all that you've already done. And thank you too for what y'all do. And thank you to Katrina and the entire staff with you guys, because without y'all, I couldn't be heard.
Hey, thank you. And Earl, give us some contact information where we can buy your music and so on and so on.
You can grab any musical platform that you like music. If it's digital, go anywhere from Apple to Google, Tidal, wherever, and you can find it. Just put in Earl Bynum and it'll come up. I do need all of you listening to go and follow my YouTube page. It's Earl Bynum Music. So go and follow that. I'm trying to get that up, and I'll be doing some things over there. My Facebook page is Earl Bynum Music. So like that, so that's my artist page. So go ahead and like that page, Earl Bynum Music on Facebook. Instagram is Earl Bynum. Twitter is Earl Bynum. TikTok is Earl Bynum.
Yes. Earl, we're going to put your link down on our page so our listeners and viewers can get hold of it, and they can go ahead and like and bring those numbers up. It's very important, you all, that happens.
Just what YouTube thing, I'm trying to feel like I have some things coming, so I'm excited about what's happening. I'm excited. Y'all are the first one to share it with me. I just got a call about 4 weeks ago, and they're Beyond You Theological Institute is having a graduation in Jacksonville, Florida, August 4th. And they hit me up, and the board of directors has selected me as the commencement speaker.
Go, boy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Earl.
And then they called me back, so it just came in that they're going to roll me with an honorary.
Oh my God. Amen.
So I'm like,
You're doing it. You always have been. We're excited about your journey and where you're going, where you are now, where you're going. And we want to thank you so much for being on. Don't forget, Yolanda can go overseas too. I haven't been there for a while.
And I can go also.
Oh my God. Earl, thank you.
let's literally talk about that and make some stuff.
Yes, because I really regret that we have not done anything together in all these years, but hopefully that will change. But Earl, be blessed. Thank you so much for all you do and all that you've given us.
Thank you. God bless you all.
God bless you. Wow, that's Earl Bynum. I tell you what, he is on a journey to continue to stay productive. Mr. E, we thank you so much for being on. You all come over here to Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, or Facebook Live. We're going to continue the conversation and tell you about some of the upcoming shows. We'll talk to you on Friday.
For the past 30 minutes, you've been listening to FYI Radio Show with your host, Miss Yolanda Lady Hinton. I'm Ed Everett, the co-host, and special guest has been none other than Mr. Earl Binder. Don't forget to join us Monday, Wednesday, Friday from 9:30 to 10 right here on WPCE and WGPL and Praise 95.3. And for more information, give us a call at area code 757-714-7861. Again, that telephone number is 757-714-7861. And have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful hump day.
Wow. Again, we want to say thank you to Earl Bynum. I'm telling you, Mr. E. Earl has been in music, loving it, and just continuing to stay productive. I love the fact that he has a great support system, and it means a lot when your parents are there rooting you on. It's just it feels like a wonderful, wonderful journey. I hope he does bring that about. I hope he shares, all the things that we need in order to endure in the music business or, in ministry or in business as a whole. He's an example of someone that is continuing to stay productive. I love that. I remember meeting Earl years ago, and he's been at it. He's at groups, and he's just been at it for quite some time and doing it well.
That's right. That's
I
right.
want to just say congratulations again to him.
And I'm just excited just to be knowing him as who he is. I mean,
Yes.
he's one thing you can say about Earl. He's not high-minded.
That's right.
He's touchable. He's touchable, and he doesn't mind talking and saying stuff to people. He don't walk around with his head up in the air like he's smelling stuff and he's down because he remember where he had to come from and how he got there. That's one thing I love about it.
Yeah, he is definitely a wonderful person. You all, please check out his music. He wants you all to go to YouTube, give him the numbers. He needs to continue to do what he's doing, and you all can help and bless him. He's productive. He's going to put out good music. He's working in the church. He's been doing this for years, and he needs your support. Continue to support him. If you have not gone to his pages, he said go to any of those platforms, Mr. E, and you
That's
can
right.
get them and go ahead and like, share, and subscribe and follow him as well.
You Miss Simpson, when I began to look at Earl Bynum's resume, it was so long, it's longer than the show. I mean, his resume is so long. I mean, it's real long, and he's an international
That's right.
international singer. I mean, LLC. He's all that you want to be
Yes.
known to be. Solo singer, CD. He just got it. This song is for you. Landed him number 21 on the Billboard Gospel Music Chart
Yes.
and remained on the for 13 consecutive weeks. And you can visit Earl Bynum at www.earlbynummusic.com.
That is marvelous. You all please support our friend. And he has been in the community doing great things, and he continues. He has a nonprofit organization. You all go online and see all the things that he's doing. And not only that, we want to shout out the Mount and
Yeah.
Kim Brown and Valerie Brown's family and the members. We want to shout you all out because they've been in the community doing great things. They're givers. This is a church that they're givers, and they continue to support people in the family. I remember when Earl Bynum first came to the Mount. I don't know if you remember Mr. E, but he's been there ever since, and I really believe it has a lot to do with great leadership. And so, yeah, he's doing his thing there.
Yeah, I know he left Pastor Scott's church where he was minister of music down over there, and
Yes.
I've been following that young man
Yeah.
for the longest time because when I
Absolutely.
was an announcer, I was playing music, and I played his music constantly,
Yeah.
because he was from local city, local boy, that local young man,
Yeah.
man that made it big time. I mean,
Yes.
he went from
He
being
did.
a
I'm
local
telling you.
guy to being one of the best cats in the, number one
Yeah.
singer in the
Yeah.
757 and all over the world, along with you, Miss Hinton.
Oh, that is so sweet. Oh, dear.
I'll pick the check up later on.
You know, but anyway, Mr. E, we have some upcoming shows. We have some more greats that are going to be on FYI Radio Show.
We got Miss Deborah Harris will be with us. Miss Edwina Wilson will belong. Michael Webb, Lamont Ferguson will be our special guest. And listen, if you know someone that wants to be an intern, wants to sponsor FYI, or need to be on FYI, give us a call, 757-714-7861.
Absolutely. And look, we also want you all to follow us as well. You can go to our YouTube, our Twitter, our LinkedIn, Facebook too. And like, share, follow, subscribe, comment. We need numbers actually
That's
to
right.
go to our Instagram and our TikTok pages. We want to bring FYI Live there. So if you all would bless us too and support us, it would be wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Our friends, if you could do that, give us those numbers we need. We need those numbers in order to bring FYI. You know, this is the thing, and I was telling Mr. E, you know, there's so many things that we get involved in life. You know, people love TikTok, they love, you know, the shenanigans and all the fun and stuff like that. But we as FYI, we want to bring something else, and we want to energize, encourage, and inspire our community to rise above mere survival and find success. This is what this show is all about. This is why we bring people like Earl Bynum on to inspire you to be the best, to continue your journey no matter what, you know, and to do it with God and to do it positive and to, you know, have that balance, you know, because life can't be all shenanigans and a whole lot of foolery. You know, we really need a balance, and we really want you all to help us to be able to go on those platforms. We already have Facebook Live, and we have the other one, YouTube, and on Twitter and LinkedIn, but we really want Instagram, and we would love to be on TikTok with FYI Radio Show Live.
Well, I was sitting here trying to say to Earl, contemplating, I found out how we became family.
How's that?
Earl folks used to sing with the Gospel Travelers.
Wow.
My grandfather started the Golden Gate Quartet back in the days of old, and that's how they all came out of Franklin and here to Virginia. That's where my grandpa from.
Wow.
And all of them came in. That's how we became family. So
nice.
I want to say my hat's off to Mr. Earl Bynum Sr. What a wonderful job that you've been doing. And I want to say good morning to Miss Linda Griffin, along with Miss Sheila Robinson, Mr. Mark Howard. Thank you all for tuning in to the Most Talked About Radio Show.
And we have Elvira Archer.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
From our Lincoln.
You are such a blessing. Thank you so much for your support. Yeah, we have some great upcoming shows. We want you all to join us on Friday. Mr. E and I, we're going to have a dialogue. And we're going to
serve some tea too.
We're going to serve some tea too. It's a lot of tea. You know, we may have to add another day for serving that tea, honey. But we are going to definitely serve that tea on Friday. We're going to have some fun. And we're going to talk about some things that's going to help ladies to, you know, just manage their life, their time, and things like that. So,
and not only that, even though we're going to help ladies to manage their life, we're also going to help men to understand ladies, you know, just in case they forget what goes on and how to prepare themselves. So, you know, so for the difficult times and for the hard times, and just to know what a lady is all about.
Well, I tell you what, just tune in.
And why they hide in pocketbooks, and why they put them shoes underneath the bed, and they wait till you go to sleep at night and get to the car.
You know, we really don't have to do that, because the women are making more coins than ever. Some of them are making more coins than the brethren.
You know, some of them don't have to do that.
You know, I hope that women don't have to do that. No, that's an old school move.
And some of them has to do that because you know, because the coins that they need, they've been spending. Some folks cannot afford to see those coins go to that way, especially when the bills are.
Well, on Friday, we'll be talking more about time management and things like that for our ladies. So please tune in. We're on 9:30, and we're on these various platforms. You can join us there, or you can join us right here at Facebook Live. We are so glad that we can do this. It's 6 years of doing FY radio show.
Yeah.
Your information, and we're going to continue to do this as long as the Lord says we can. And so we want you to continue to follow us. Please give us the numbers as well. Don't forget the ladies' book. Now, look, the book is here. Mr. E, the Spanish version is here as well.
Gotta go.
I will post the link again. I've been posting the link. I will post it on the various platforms so you all can go. This book, Bullying is Right Underneath Your Nose 2022. Please, your children need to know how to protect themselves, answers for bullying, what a bully does, what he is, and, how it can do harm. But it's also how we can be healed and how we can have help for our young. Please don't let our children go unprotected and hurt and coming up. And when they're adults, they say, I've been bullied. I can't cope. I got to go to a psychiatrist. It's like, please, please find solutions now because it's everywhere.
That's right.
It's right underneath your nose. So don't forget the ladies' book. You can go online. You can go wherever you can download Apple books. You can also get a hard copy from your girl. All you got to do is inbox me and say, hey, I want a hard copy. Please autograph and get it to me. I can definitely do that. It's in the English version and Spanish version. Bullying is right underneath your nose. I'm going to say that again. Bullying is right underneath your nose. And we're going to also save the date because in October we're going to have our rally, our anti-bullying rally, our community against bullying, a call to action. Now, we got to get rid of this thing called bullying. And we would love you all to help us do that. We're going to need volunteers. We're going to need sponsors. We're going to need vendors. We're going to need you to bring your youngins out so we can have them speak to us and we can speak to them. So please, I will be posting Save the Date real soon. Don't forget the book, Bullying is Right Underneath Your Nose. It's 2022 edition, and it's also English and Spanish. The ladies' pies. You can get the ladies' pies. You can get them for your special event and special occasion right now. You can inbox me, let me know, or you can go to Ladies' Pie on Facebook and you can send me a note as well and let me know that you need those pies and other treats. The music, of course, is online. Wherever music is sold, go on up there, Yolanda Hinton, and get the music. Don't forget something. And Mr. E, I don't know how Mr. E can let me forget this. Mr. E is a speaker. He's a motivator. He's a pastor, and he's available for your occasions, for your churches that need a great speaker. Don't forget Mr. E, Edward Everett, aka. Go to his page. Make sure you inbox him if you're looking for someone to come and speak and bring inspiration or, like I said, motivation. He is a great speaker, and we really, really want you to support him. He's available to come out. Like I said, go to his page or drop us a note at FYI Radio Show Live at gmail.com. He'll give you his number as well, where you can contact him. But we want to make sure you don't forget that Mr. E is a man of many talents, and he's available to motivate your church, your ministry. Men, if you need someone to come out and talk to you about his journey and how God has blessed him all these years to continue to do what you do, it would be a blessing to you all. So don't forget that.
And Miss Hinton, I'll give you a check in just a few minutes.
There's no check for me, honey. I make my own coins.
No, you don't. All those big accolades.
It's an accolade, but it's also, please don't forget that we are available. Now, if you all want us to host your special event or special occasion, you can go to the lady at Miss T, and that's the Gig Salad, Gig Salad. Go to Gig Salad if you want to book us to come out to MC or to host your event. We are there. You can fill out the information, and we will respond. And if you also want to just call direct, he will give you that number as well. Let me give you the number for the Ladies' Pies, 470-0224. The FYI Radio Show email is FYI Radio Show Live at gmail.com. Don't forget, you can also visit us at www.cristorecords.com. That's Cristorecords. Cristo Records. Go and check us out. With the um, website is built, but we're going to be adding more and more. You're going to be able to get a lot of things. Actually, you can get the book from there now. You can also get music from there now. We're going to soon have serving that tea,
That's right. Serving that tea.
cups, and t-shirts and things. You're going to be able to do a lot of things right there at our website. And we'll be thankful to you all for your support. So, Mr. E's going to tell you how you can be a special guest, sponsor, or intern with FYI Radio Show. Mr. E, give us that too.
And what was the information again, Miss
How
Hinton?
about how you can be a
If you'd like to be a
sponsor?
sponsor, a special guest of the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world, all you have to do is give us a call at 757-714-7861 or inbox us at FYI Radio Show or inbox the FYI the Facebook page and Miss Yolanda Lady Hinton Facebook page or Edward Everett's Facebook page, or you can go to FYI Live Radio Show at gmail.com. And guess what? Put all your pertinent information there. We'll be more than happy to get back with you.
Again, we want to thank you all for tuning in. Make sure you tell people about FYI. We're on 9:30 a.m. And we're on various platforms. We need you all to come and be a part of what we're doing. If you have any suggestions about what we can do to make you feel better about life, or if you know anybody that should be a special guest and bring in some great information or inspirational, please don't forget to hit the number that inbox us, so we can, hear what you have to say, and we can hear what you, because sometimes we can serve, and it's our stuff that we serve, but then we don't want to go left when it comes to what you really want to eat, drink, or what you want us to serve you. So please let us know. If you want to see more things, current things, or political things, or entertainment, or whatever. There are so many things that we can cover. Please let us know what it is you would like from FYI Radio Show.
And that's what it's all about, letting us know what we can do to enhance and to better serve you. That's what it's all about, serving you the great tea, serving you whatever that from politicians, the whole 9 yards, to stuff around the town, and best musical international singers and things of that nature, and you, to let you hear what's going around so that we can help better serve you. So all you have to do is pick up the telephone and call us at 757-714-7861 or inbox us at Edward Everett's Facebook page, Miss Yolanda the Lady Hinton's Facebook page, or FYI Facebook page, or you go to FYI Live Radio Show at gmail.com.
Yes, don't forget, if you have a small business, or it could be a big business, if you're looking for a place to tell people about your business, you can sponsor FYI Radio Show. You can inbox us again, FYI Radio Show Live at gmail.com. And we can make you stand out on various platforms. Get ready to add another platform, Mr. E.
That's right. We're going to add WBA, so that you tune in on two FM stations and two AM stations and on the wide web. And not only that, on several different platforms that you can hear all around town. On YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, and don't forget 95.3 Peace and WBA, WPM, 88.9. Real soon, we could be coming on air. Real soon, you will hear 88. as W MVA 88.9.
Absolutely. We want to say thank you again. Thank you for joining us. We'll be back on Fun Friday. And you all just be blessed. Thank you so much, Miss Lee, for all that you do. And we're going to see you on Friday. Enjoy this wonderful, wonderful day.
Don't forget to join us. Thank you so much for tuning in to FYI Radio Show with your host, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton. I'm Ed Everett, the co-host. Don't forget to join us. Our special guest today was none other than Mr. Earl Bynum. And for more information about Earl Bynum or you to get his music, all you have to do is go to www.earlbynummusic.com. Okay? And have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day.
All right. Be blessed. See you on Friday.
Today.